Hey y'all, this is Jessica from Bless Your Heart. Let's do a double V with a Tack ombre in the middle. We're going to use a 20-ounce skinny straight from Hog. And this is just 2 sheets of vinyl I got from Heat Transfer Source. They're kind of opally, iridescent-y. They're both scales. One is a true mermaid scale and the other is kind of fish scale. I just cut triangles out of the vinyl. However you want to cut triangles, that's the way I would suggest doing it. I'm going to cut my anchor out of the middle right here just to kind of help me with lumps and bumps and anchor it the best way I can. Once I have figured out where I want it, I'm going to pull that little anchor piece out of the middle. I'm going to adhere it to my cup, and then I'm going to use my felt edge squeegee to kind of just shimmy that onto the cup. This is really the best way that I have found for myself to help with lines, and if I have to, peel it back up and reposition, I get the less stress to the vinyl that way that I have found. Then I'm going to go in with the bottom. I'm going to use this little piece of painter's tape to kind of anchor it. And I'm just going to wrap it until I get where I want it. And I'm going to apply it the exact same way. Now for my base paint, I'm going to use a black. All I had on hand was a glossy black. I'm not going to lie, I have never done a black base on a tumbler. But I have seen this a couple of times. So we're going to try to do the Tack It with this black. I'm just going to use my fluffy makeup brush and go all over it. I'm going to do 2 coats and then we'll go in with the Tack It. I keep my Tack It in one of these little condiment bottles. It's just easier for me to squeeze. So I'm going to do a generous amount and spread it around with my makeup brush, and then I'm going to come in and do a second coat. I always, whenever I do a Tack It, do 2 coats of the adhesive. Once all that's dry, the glitter I'm going to use is Mr. Fancy Pants Black Magic and Zircon. I'm not real sure if that's how you pronounce it or not. I'm going to start with the black on the top of the cup and move my hand further away the closer I get to the middle. And then I'm going to use this turquoisey color on the bottom. And again, just move my hand away the closer I get to the middle so those can kind of blend together. You will be able to see the ombre a little bit better once you go in and kind of varnish that glitter down. It kind of mixes it a little bit and just really changes that harshness of that line. Once I get it all rubbed to my heart's content, I'm going to go in and I'm going to seal it with polyacrylic. Again, I just use these little condiment bottles. I do a tiny dollop on one side and fluffy makeup brush it that all over my glitter. Do the exact same thing on the other side, and I will do 2 coats of this just because I don't want any of that moving around. I don't want any rogue little pieces on that vinyl. After that, we're going to get to all the vinyl striping. We're going to use this textured black first. I believe these are Cricut brand. And I'm just going to use the thickest line to go on both sides of both of those V splits. I know this is a lovely camera angle for you, and you're so welcome for all that. I'm going to go on, like I said, all 4 sides of these V's with this black, thick, textured Cricut vinyl. Once I get finished with the black lines, I'm going to go in with a mid-cut of the silver lines and just put it right over that black so it'll look like there's a tiny little offset. And y'all know I can't leave well enough alone. So we're going to go in with 3 different nail tapes here. They're kind of holographic-y, a black, a silver, and a hot pink. We're going to use the black one first, and we're going to go just to the outside of all of those V's. Once I get those done, I'm going to use this silver and go just to the outside of that last piece of nail tape we did. And just again, go all the way down. You're going to try your best to try to keep those crossover points in line with your little V. That's what's going to help kind of make our eye believe that this is all even and balanced. Then to the hot pink. And we're going to do the exact same thing on all 4 sides. So I have been seeing, as I'm sure y'all have, this basket weave pattern that's going around. So I'm going to try my hand at this. I'm just trying to figure out, you know, over, under, and I'm just going in with my super sharp craft knife and cutting out those little tiny pieces that I believe should be the under parts, and we're leaving the other part to look like the over. And I really don't think it turned out that bad, but I'm going to do it to all 3 places where all of those little nail tapes come together. On the very bottom of the V, I just let it kind of cross over to the bottom of the cup. Didn't do anything special with that there, but I do believe it didn't turn out too bad. So maybe there's more of that in my future. Maybe not. We'll just kind of see how this goes. Once we get all that done, we're going to seal our vinyl in, and then we're going to epoxy till smooth. This one does need another coat of epoxy, but I just kind of wanted to say, if there's something y'all want me to do or y'all want to see me do, just please comment below and let me know. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me today. I hope to see you again. Bye.